Hello, Colette Mazzucchelli here with Sandra Fisher, Mirna Haidar. We're in discussion for Voices of New York, Resolve. Mirna, we're delighted that you're with us today, and we wanted to ask some questions about your experience. Personal experience is so important when we think about campaigns like peer-to-peer, and your experience is an inspiring one. You're going to be going to law school, you've come here, you've committed yourself, your life, your experience to working with immigrants, to working with refugees. Tell us a little bit about that. How do you feel about the work that you do in community? Does it inspire you to want to achieve certain things in your life?
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, I don't know where to start. It's just been a tough struggle, really, to survive. I mean, I don't know where I could start. I came here 5 years ago. I came by myself. I filed for asylum for many personal reasons. But then when I came here thinking that, oh, this is this is it, I made it, I could really live rather than survive. And soon enough, unfortunately, I learned that I'm still surviving. And as a Muslim woman who is an immigrant, that there were so many barriers that I had to overcome. I also struggled financially. Economic justice was also an issue. I then struggled with homelessness for 6 months. It's a long process. I've also struggled with the laws that really discriminated against us. A lot of people could argue that, there's asylum laws here that are meant to be for people like me, but really in realities, there's a lot of problems with access and financial sides of things because, you don't get a lawyer to help you, assist you with asylum, and then so you fall trapped to many frauds, immigrant frauds, and also then you can't afford the services. And if you understood the language in English, it's a long process. Something I personally struggled with was as immigrants, as people who apply for asylum or as refugees, we are, in the eye of the government, we are guilty until proven innocent. The concept of free until proven innocent is actually in reverse for us, where you're kind of lying until you prove that you're not lying about your survival and your stories. And what I personally struggled with was, one, knowing about the asylum process, learning about it, having access to it financially. And the third one, after all of these burdens and trying to survive every day, eating, sleeping, by myself, on my own, with no support, no money, nothing, I had to write about my traumas in English in my statement. As an asylee, you write that, and that's the main thing that the government looks at to decide if they grant you asylum or not. And I felt very vulnerable. And again, this idea of expressing your traumas into a legal document that will actually decide your fate felt a little bit suffocating. And English is my third language. I only learned it. So when I came here 5 years ago, I've only been speaking English for maybe a year. So it was really intimidating. I've never written anything in English in that sense. And so it was very, very intimidating. So anyways, I have no idea how I survived that, but I did. I worked 3 jobs, I attended schools, I was lucky to be granted asylum. As I was doing this, I realized that my work has not stopped. Me coming as an organizer from Lebanon to coming here, that I actually had a lot more to do here as an immigrant organizer, and as an organizer with the Arab and Muslim communities, because I saw that there was discrimination against us, there was Islamophobia, there was racism, there was a lot of hate going on in our community, and that kind of put me in this responsibility that I don't only need to worry about my own survival, but my community survival as well. And so I kind of took it upon myself, and I became an immigration fellow in Michigan, where I worked with a lot of undocumented community members. Then after that, I graduated and I moved to New York, and then now I'm the lead organizer here, where I'm continuing my work with my community. It's like, for me, there's no separation. What's personal is political, what's political is personal. And I wake up to it, I sleep on it, I live it, I breathe it, I feel it every second of the day. Everything that comes to my desk, to my phone, to my emails, every stories that I share with community members, they're all personal. It's not something I can turn off at 5 p.m. or turn on at 9 a.m.
It's life.
It's my life,
It's life.
Literally.